Hi, everyone, and welcome. My name's Janelle, and tonight I have a breathing meditation to help with the heat. It's been super hot here lately. And the other day I was out running, and it was in the morning, but the sun was hot already. There was no breeze whatsoever. And I have entered that stage of life where hot flashes are a thing. So I'm finishing my run. I'm like baking under the sun, and then I get a hot flash, and I still have a quarter mile to go. And I thought, how am I going to make it home? I am dying here. And I remembered, there's this yogic breath that is cooling, and it helped. It worked. It got me home until I could get that nice glass of ice water. So I wanted to share it with you tonight in hopes that this breath can help you on these hot days, or if you are another person who is going through menopause or perimenopause and experiencing hot flashes, hopefully this one will help you. So in yoga, we call this one the Satali breath, but basically it's a breath where you breathe in and breathe air across your tongue, and that breathing air in across the moisture of the tongue is very cooling. It's not unlike dogs panting so that they can cool themselves. Though the breath is a little different, but similar premise to a dog panting to cool itself. All right, so to do this breath, there's a couple of different ways you can do it. If you're one of those people who can roll your tongue, like curl the sides up, that is how it is traditionally practiced, but not everyone can do that. It's a genetic thing, so if you can't, no judgment here. I'll give you a variation that you can do in a second. All right, for those who can curl the tongue, when you breathe in through the curled tongue. And then you exhale normally. Okay, so the breath in is slow, but you're breathing air through the moisture in the tongue, and it creates a really cool sensation across the tongue. And it's almost like it tricks your brain into thinking, it's actually not so hot. I'm kind of cool here. So again, you curl the tongue. Breathe in through the curled tongue and just exhale normally. Okay. So for those who can't curl the tongue, there's another variation. So you'll keep the teeth together and the tongue just behind the teeth, and you breathe in through the teeth. And again, with the tongue right behind the teeth, when you breathe in through the teeth, it makes a little bit of that hissing sound. And then exhale normally. But similar to that kind of Satali breath, the air is coming across the tongue through the moisture of the tongue, and it creates this cooling sensation. And it can be really helpful in relieving a little heat. All right, so that's the breath. If you'd like to stick around, I'll lead a short meditation with the breath. All right, so feel free to sit, get comfortable. You can close your eyes. And just take a deep breath in. Just a plain old deep breath with a slow exhale. And we'll do that 2 times. Imagine exhaling down through the spine, all the way down, anchoring to the earth, to the ground. Breathing in up from the earth to the crown of the head. Exhaling back down, connect with the earth. And just allow yourself to land, to settle in, to feel supported. And notice where you can relax a little. Maybe it's softening the shoulders, unhinging the jaw, relaxing the eyes. Have a soft smile. And just taking a moment to really check in and notice how you're feeling in this moment. Maybe you're feeling a little antsy. Maybe you're feeling relaxed. Maybe there's sadness. Maybe there's joy. And just welcoming and embracing any feeling or emotion that's here with you today. Noticing how the body feels. Even aware of sound around you. Softening through the shoulders, softening the jaw. Softening the belly so that the breath is easy, relaxed. And then from this relaxed space, we'll just take 3 breaths using that cooling Satali breath. So if you can roll the tongue, roll the tongue. Otherwise, just bring the teeth together and let the tongue sit just behind the teeth. And as you're ready, breathe in, breathing that air in across the cool tongue. And then exhale very slowly. And then once again, breathing air in across the tongue. And exhaling slowly. And one more breath in this way. And as you exhale slowly, and not only is this breath a cooling breath, but it has a calming influence on the vagus nerve. It tends to bring heart rate down, decrease blood pressure, just allowing the body to shift more deeply into relaxation. Pausing in presence, just noticing the effect of the breath. And if you could use more cooling, maybe even taking a couple more of these Satali cooling breaths. And then as you're ready, bringing the attention and awareness back to your room. Opening the eyes, taking in the sights, the colors of the space around you. Feeling relaxed and present, and hopefully a little bit cooler. All right, well, thank you for practicing with me. Again, you can use this Satali breath almost anywhere and in any situation. So it doesn't have to be as part of a meditation, though it's nice to enjoy a little relaxation if you have the time. But if you give it a try, I'd love to hear how it went. Maybe leave a comment and let me know if it worked, if it helped, or if you have questions. I'm happy to respond. All right, take good care. Thank you so much for practicing with me.